Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host, and now we come to the big one. Autistic Spectrum Disorder. ASD. ASD in adults. Not something you grow into. It's not something that just happens. The world always seems different to you. As you know, I've got ASD, Bipolar, and ADHD. And they're not in like a pie chart where each one is 30%. They're a big mashy wushy booshy thing that are all together and affect each other and complement each other and create strengths and weaknesses. And I'm gonna need something to hold in my hands while I'm talking about this. I love these. So, just gotta check something. Make sure. So you pick it up there. Yeah, it's okay. I just don't want to be rolling these. I need to be. Yes, I'm a professional idiot sometimes. So yeah, okay. Okay, communication's difficult. Let's start with the communications difficulty. Remember, ASD, just like ADHD, just like bipolar, is going to be different depending on who you are, depending on your life experience, depending on your gender. Your life experience will be unique to you and how your brain deals with things and your levels of how things are. Difficulty reading social cues. Read the room. Never gonna fucking happen. Oh my god. Sometimes I have to manually try to figure out what's going on. I've become better. I mean, Discord is a brilliant place to practice not interrupting people. It's a good place to practice not going too far on something. But still, people don't make sense to me. Computers make sense to me. People do not. People are weird and crazy and strange, and they smile when they're sad. They laugh when they're angry. They lie, they cheat, they do so many things. People do weird shit, and it doesn't make sense. And for an autistic person, it's even worse. If someone says hello to me, sometimes I'll just smile and nod. Sometimes I'll think, am I supposed to start a conversation? Or is this just someone being polite? Do they actually want to know how I am? Do they want me to engage them? Do they want me to tell them about my latest special thingy? And all these things go through my head, and I'll just be staring vacantly at them while my brain tries to figure out exactly how I'm supposed to respond at that moment in time. And then if I don't respond, I will beat myself up for the rest of the day, repeating it over and over and over in my head, trying to figure out why I didn't do this, why I didn't just say that, and so on. It's like my video that I did today. I was up at Tesco early this morning because autism. We'll come to that part. But yeah, I went there. I was there at 6, and I couldn't find the mashed potatoes there, and I had to ask someone. And that's like my social interaction for the day. It's like some people were nice to me and I had to smile and say thank you. And this was a bother and weird, and am I acting the right way? Am I doing the right thing? Am I supposed to do this? Is this how things work for normal people? Do they have to think about these things? trouble understanding sarcasm or figurative language. It's not. Sometimes it's an effort, sometimes I get stuff. And I take things very literally. I take things absolutely literally most of the time. And it can make things very hard if I'm always trying to fit in some ways, even though I don't do that anymore, even though it's still, it's hard. Eye contact. Well, look at my videos. Look at my video. I'm supposed to look at that. That little camera there is where I'm supposed to look. I'm supposed to look at there. I'm looking all over the place. I'm engaged with different things, and that I don't do the eye. You're supposed to look at someone when you engage them. You're supposed to focus on them. My eyes just naturally want to just go elsewhere and don't want to look at someone, because if I look at someone, am I looking for them at them from? See, this is a thing that someone with autism and these kind of things will do. Will say, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them. Oh my God, am I supposed to look away? Am I supposed to blink? What happens if I blink? Will they take it as a... is there some hidden meaning to blinking? Am I not supposed to blink? Will they think I'm winking at them? What about that? Do I turn away? No, I don't want to turn away because they're talking about something, and if I turn away and look away, even though I want to look over there, and I want to look over there, and I don't want to look at them because it's making me feel self-conscious, or... It's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Social interactions, which really comes under the communication difficulties. Difficulty building and maintaining relationships. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I've just connected back up with someone on my friends list on Discord who I haven't talked to since 2022. It just dropped off my radar. It just dropped off my radar. This isn't someone who was just an acquaintance. It's someone who was really close to me back in 2022, and I just stopped talking to him. And there was no reason to stop talking. Just stopped. And 2 years later, almost to the day, 2 years later, I thought, oh my God, I found his Discord chat. Hi, how are you? It's been a little while. When I'm with you, whoever you are, I'm 100% with you, unless something distracts me, and then I might just disappear. But the moment I turn away and look at something else, I'm 100% on whatever I'm engaging with it then. When I look back at you, yeah, I'll be 100% you. Sometimes it's hard for me to talk to people. Sometimes it's hard for me to initiate conversations. I've got better at it. Discord helps a lot. Being in my own chat, being with people I feel safe around and that. Talking to someone in Tesco or something like that if I need help is a monumental effort. A monumental effort to get past the concerns, worry, the freak out. I would say that I'm more comfortable with 1 or 2 people around me, unless it's people that I'm completely safe with and completely comfortable with. I can deal with my Discord chat, Discord's voice having 5, 6 people in, because I know them all and they all know me and they know what I'm like, and I don't have to explain myself and there's no one new and so on and so forth. Emotions can be hard. The problem is this is also inverse as well, because oh my god, because of my ADHD and everything else, sometimes my emotions are through the roof, through the floor, depression, anxiety, freakouts. And then the autism side of me is like, what the fuck's this person? Why are they smiling? Why are they laughing? Are they laughing at me? Are we supposed to be laughing together? Should I hug this person? Am I supposed to hug this person? Is a hug a good thing? Will a hug be taken the wrong way? Can I hug this person? Will I freeze up when I try to hug a person? Will I scream inside my head when someone hugs me? Will I... Oh, the moment's gone. Restrictive and repetitive behaviors. Engaging in repetitive activities such as following strict routines. Oh god, we don't like change. We don't like change. Change is bad. Change is bad. Which is a problem because my ADHD side wants to do different things all the time. So it can be all over the place. Don't like change. Don't like change. Don't like change. Don't like people using my soap. Don't like people using my soap or my towel or my sink or my toilet. Or having a bag on the floor where it's not supposed to be. But some of the times I can handle it. Some of the times I can't handle it. Yeah. Rituals. Being overly focused on specific interests. Oh boy, yeah. Every autistic person has their special interest, the thing that they got, the thing that they love, the thing that they can talk for 5 million years about. Ask me a question about virtual reality, ask me a question about computers and technology, and you'd better have like 2 hours to 3 hours spare, because I won't stop. I won't stop. I will not stop. Sensory sensitivities, yeah. Loud noises bother me. Fireworks bother me. The sound of water going down the drain bothers me. The sound of water when you flush the toilet bothers me. I've got used to some of these things. I need to cope with some of these things. I don't usually flush the toilet during the night. Put that in perspective, I might go a couple of times during the night just to go for a pee. I don't flush the toilet because if I do, I won't get back to sleep. And textures. Textures. Oh yes, something's just tapioca. Can't handle the slimy thing. Number 4 in the list of symptoms. Let's go through them. Cognitive and emotional pattern. Inflexible thinking and behavior. Oh god, yes. Yes. My people in my chat, my people in the chat, they know that if they're going to approach a new subject, if they're going to give me a new side of things, if it's going to go against what my thinking is or anything, then my brain will want to scream, my brain will want to run away. I can slowly, with a lot of effort, come round to the way of thinking, and I always do. It's not that I don't want to hear the truth, it's not that I think it's just my brain. You're challenging my set view of the world, and I've got to take it. There may be a release valve, I may have to scream, I may have to yell, and then I'll be dragged kicking and screaming into some new thing. But yeah, new things are hard. New things are very hard, very inflexible. Unfortunately, that goes against my ADHD side, which wants to always do things and other things. Like the funny things, I can have my main desk, which is nothing out of place. Everything the same. It bothers me if anything on my desk is different. And then over there, there's a complete ADHD mess. And I'm not looking at it. I'm over here, and I'm doing this bit here. Difficulty with changing and adapting to new situations. This really is covered by the one above as well, yeah, because it's hard. It takes a lot of trust. Like someone coming to live here, it's going to be massive amount of trust. Trust has to be the most important thing. Trust of the person. People can't have strangers in my house. Can't have people I don't know. How do you get to know people if you can't interact with new people? Well, that's a thing. It's just trying to find them, and then I like my friends to vet people who I'm going to talk to, and that, because they know if my friends trust them, then I've got a better layer of comfort that they might be okay people. May experience anxiety, depression, or mood swings. Hold my beer, my bipolar will say at that point in time. I am, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I know, doggy. Someone's actually, you're a wonderful guard dog. Someone's just outside getting in a car. They're allowed to. They really are allowed to. It is a public street. Oh, yes. Chicken soup vendors, yeah. I'm mood swings and everything. Masking or camouflage. I can't do that anymore. I can't mask anymore. My brain's broken. Along with the point of time that I can't lie and everything anymore. That it makes my brain gives me physical nausea if I lie, if I deceive in any way, shape or form. My sense of humour is odd. My sense of humour is very odd. Because if someone tells me a joke, if an autistic person tells me a joke, I can usually get it. I don't get memes. I don't get memes at all. I try to analyse memes. When I see a meme, my brain is like, but that doesn't make sense. What's the point of that? And this interrupts any kind of humour that my brain could even think about. And so I spend my time just whenever it. One of my friends in the thing, Aleph, he's fucking awesome because he's on the same level of autism as me in some ways, and he actually, when he jokes about something, my brain usually gets it because we come from a similar kind of background, society-wise, and that kind of thing. So that makes it easier. But when someone says to me something that's a joke, those people have an innate ability to know it's a joke. Me, is this factual? Are we talking about something real? When someone says something in chat, and they're obviously talking about something in a game, but they haven't specified that it's in a game, my brain will try to relate it to real world and says, oh, are you okay? They might die in a game and they might get annoyed at the game or something and say something about that, and I'm thinking, oh, are you okay? It's not about real life. They're not in a real life situation. They're not being hunted down by mass murderers or something. But my brain instantly tries to quantify it in the realism side, the thingy before that. Easy for me to get overwhelmed. It's like I don't remember certain things when it comes to computer games. I'm going to put these down now because that's enough rolling of those balls. Yeah. I can't tell you where my ADHD ends and my ASD starts and where my bipolar begins and where my ASD finishes because they're all part of this one big mess. There is my brain and everybody's unique. And this morning last week. Last week I found something amazing. Now, some of you will remember a video I did a long time ago about I am in mourning for Campbell's meatballs. Because a long time ago, one of my meals that I would have every single day, and I mean every single day for almost 20 odd years, was a tin of Campbell's meatballs and gravy, a tin of sweet corn, and some dehydrated mash. And I'd make it up together, and I might have it with a couple of pieces of bread when I was younger, and this was a meal that fit me, that was comfort food, and I liked it, and it was, I could make it easily, I could sit down and eat it, and it was a stable, this doesn't change. And then I think Campbell's was bought out by Frey Benta, so some of their recipes were, and they instantly changed the fucking recipe for Campbell's meatballs, just called it Frey Bentos meatballs, and they were horrid, abso-freaking-lutely horrid pieces of crap. The consistency, the texture, everything was wrong, and that meal went out the window, and I was inconsolable at the time. It was like I'd lost a part of myself. Autistic people don't like change, don't like things like that. But this weekend, before the weekend, I went to town, went to Tesco, and I was picking up a few items, and I noticed that Frey Bentos had come out with a new version of their meatballs, and it was chicken meatballs, which were healthier, in gravy. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm going to pick up 1 can of them. So I picked up 1 can, I think it was Friday. I came home, I had some basic Idaho mash in a packet, powdered mash, and I had a tin of sweet corn. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see whether or not what these taste like, how horrible they are. And I put it all together, and it tasted almost exactly like the old meal. I spent a lot of time this weekend budgeting and trying to figure out how the fuck I could afford to buy these things again. Not that they're expensive, but because I've spent a lot of money these last months setting up the house and everything for someone who's going to come stay here and everything, so I don't have any spare cash at all. Literally, I've got food in, everything's paid for, all the bills are paid for, but I have no spare cash. So I spent the entire week trying to redo my budget just so I could go to Tesco and buy some more of these, because I was thinking, what if they go out stock? What if they stop stocking them? I need to get at least 30 days worth of these in. Yeah. It stopped me sleeping and everything. In the end, I managed to budget £7. And this was good. This was good because as well as that £7, I had on me £8 in cash that I'll have a little bit of money on me all the time just in case I need to get something while I'm out. I want to get the dog a burger or something. And so yesterday, I thought, yay, I'm going to go to Tesco. Even though it's a Sunday, there'll be a lot of people there. People do their shopping. Saturday was a bad day when I went there because too many people. I got stuck in the store because I couldn't go to the counter because there was too many people. But I was desperate to get there and pick up some of these items because my brain says they'll go out of stock, they won't keep this and that, because my brain associates these things badly. Trouble is, the store shut at 4 p.m. So I tried to go to bed last night. Didn't get much sleep doing that. I think I got about 3 hours sleep last night, and I woke up and it's like, are they open yet? And I go to Tesco yet? So at freaking 6 o'clock this morning, the videos are just uploading right now of my going out to the house on my scooter at like 6:15 by the time I go out of the house and everything's sorted. And I went up to Tesco at 6:15 this morning to buy this meal, to buy 5 days worth of this meal. It only cost me £7 because the rest of the money was, I calculated it really well. And so I got the stuff and I come home and yes, I have 5 days worth of it in, and I'm happyish. Of course, if Putin decides to nuke Europe, we might lose access to them, and that's not a good thing. That would make me upset. My priorities are really fucked up. But yeah, this is how my brain works. I talk about these things so that people know they're not alone. To know that you can develop coping strategies, that you can help yourself, that you can survive. But it's okay to be different, though. It's okay to have all this crazy stuff in your head. You need people in your life. You need people who understand. You need people who can help. You need people who will accept you for being you. And also these videos hopefully will help people who have just had a friend or a partner diagnosed like this and they're trying to deal with it, so that they can understand what's going on in their heads. Oh, I hope you all have a good day. You're wonderful, splendiferous people of awesomeness.